My Movie Recollection with Vincent Cloud.
John
Matt,
Nemitz.
oh, Matt Hagen.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we're gonna talk randomly and rather quickly, hopefully, about some random ass movies. So I have a collection we could draw from, but John or Matt, who has a collection here?
Yeah, I mean we can alternate if we want. I can pick one or two as we go.
Matt, do you have anything?
Oh, we'll save it for the next episode.
All right, sounds good. All right, well then, one of you fools have to choose. Oh, Matt, you choose a letter, and John, you choose 1 through 10.
Does it go all the way to Z? Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah.
Okay. I will choose M.
5.
M5. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then I also wanted to make this a little interesting where you guys have to guess. 3-word title.
Word title. Dumb and Dumber.
Incorrect.
Does it start with an M? It starts with an M, right?
Oh, it starts with. Oh, that's what the letter was. Okay. Meet Joe Black.
Oh, nice poll, actually. That's impressive. I can't.
I was really
give
hoping
me
for
the second letter.
I was hoping for Mum and Mummer. The second letter?
Or any other detail.
One of the other Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, Men in Black.
There you go. There you go. Yeah,
I had the last word right.
Hey, I like that.
And the first letter the second time.
I think we've all seen it. I think it's fair to say, right? It's a classic. I think we all like it, right? Yeah. Fucking Barry Sonnenfeld, Addams Family guy. And oh my God, Addams Family guy. Yeah, terrific stuff. Back when I really did like Will Smith, and I was like, there's no way you would slap Chris Rock if you made a joke about your wife, would you? He was like, nah. Hey. Then he walked
There's no way you would take in one action and change the way the entire world looks at you.
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
I love some Men in Black. We all love sci-fi. It's a short movie, isn't it? It's like straight up an hour and a half, I think. And a lot of fun, a lot of subversive stuff. I love Will Smith dragging the little chair, the little bubble chair that they sit in so that he can write. And then he asks everybody else to kind of come on and join me over by the chair or whatever it goes. And then I love the whole Edgar suit thing where Vincent D'Onofrio doing his that really screwed up with my background there, but that's all good stuff. Who else is
a lot of good comedy, good action, good sci-fi.
You can't lose with Tony Shalhoub.
I was just trying to think who else was in that. Tony Shalhoub, yep.
Yeah.
Who's the female character? The
Rip Torn.
You had that one in your back pocket.
Is it Linda Florentini?
Yes.
Or yeah.
Fiorentino, something like that.
Yeah.
What else is she in? She's in Dogma. Yeah. She's good. I like her. Oh, she's in a really cool like neo noir from the mid 90s. I can't think of what it's called.
Yeah.
But it's really good. But anyway,
okay. I was just gonna say, she's in these awesome movies, but I also heard she's very difficult to work with. And I kind of feel like that's kind of why she's not around as much. I mean, she was kind of in those movies and then kind of gone.
It seems like there's that argument with a lot of female actresses. Like you hear about that quite often with actresses for some reason. It's not with men so much. I mean, you hear like Edward Norton's difficult to work with or whatever, but they're still making movies after that stuff comes out. But Linda Fiorentino or whatever her name was, like, yeah, she really disappeared. So you're probably right, but I don't know where these accusations come from.
The fucking little alien guy in the head. is like one of my favorite little parts.
Actually, the really tall alien Lurch was from Adam's Family. He was Lurch in Adam's Family, right? I just made that connection now in my brain.
Some of the stuff that has just become part of popular culture, like, oh, you'll talk about like, oh yeah, I wish I had a mind erase thing like from Men in Black, or like burning off the fingerprints and like that kind of stuff.
They're like, all we got now are roofies. Sucks.
Get me nows and Arrested Development.
Forget me nows. Yeah. How'd you guys feel about the giant cockroach at the end? Did you like it, or you were like, oh, this is like Power Rangers?
I did not make the Power Rangers connection.
Good.
Is that a real connection? Is there a giant cockroach in Power Rangers?
No, there's just always a giant, like the villain always gets bigger in Power Rangers.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Some detractor, someone I fucking is always in my life, apparently. She was like, it's so stupid. It's like Power Rangers at the end. And even then I was like, I don't know. Well, you're and I watched it, but it kind of
seems like a very specific take from this person.
What would be a better alien at the end?
I was fine with that. I was fine with it.
You were fine. Okay, I thought you were kind of against it.
No, I'm just saying this person kind of spoiled the end. She basically said, yeah. But yeah, are we moving on?
Sure.
Yes.
All right, now, John, I want you to pick the letter, and Matt, I want you to choose a number.
What are you doing, Vince?
Well,
all right. H.
3.
Oh my! None of this is in order. Okay, H3.
Oh,
right?
Yes.
That's right.
Jesus. Okay, thank you guys. Jesus. The Happening. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, I forgot to make you guys guess. Oh shit.
Is that an M. Night one?
That's an M. Night.
No, I haven't seen that one actually.
Matt, did you watch it?
I have seen The Happening, or most of it, many, many years ago. Kind of when it came out. I think it was kind of one of those ironic sit around with your buddies and watch a terrible movie type of thing. I remember the trailers being intriguing because it's just one big mystery, and there's like this old man who's just laying down in front of a lawnmower, and the lawnmower runs him over, and it seemed really intriguing. And then reviews came out and everybody hated it, and I don't remember a whole lot about it. I think Zooey Deschanel's in it, and I seem to remember them just running from nothing, running from air. I seem to remember plants being a thing. I don't know. What do you remember, Vince?
That's as ridiculous as that is. That's all correct.
Okay.
John, so did you know anything about this movie?
I only knew that literally that it was one of his. I don't know any plot points or who's in it, or I don't know anything about it.
The beginning is effective, I think. Matt, you might agree. Just the mystery of like all of a sudden someone just like gets suicidal. They take out their fucking knitting needles and just plunge it into their own temple. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, that's what the trailer was that entire first 10 minutes or whatever. I think it was a very brief period where they're just setting stuff up, setting up the chaos, and the rest of it, I think, was downhill from there.
For sure. Such a sweet idea, but yeah, it really starts to get worse and worse. Really ridiculous. And Mark Wahlberg. Oh my gosh. He should not act.
National treasure.
I did like him in The Departed, but
everybody likes him in The Departed, of course. But
yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything else I've really liked him in. He was in a movie called Instant Family a few years ago, which I kind of liked him in. Like, that movie kind of worked, as cheesy as it kind of was at times. But I don't know that Boogie Nights, but he kind of just plays well, no, I think he's good in Boogie Nights. I'm going to say he's good in Boogie Nights, but
No, I'm not. I'm not into the guy. What? No. That's all he
Is that impressions? Ugh!
I don't know
Yeah.
what that's referencing.
I think that's about it. Moving on.
I think
All
that was Mark Wahlberg reacting to nothing in the movie The Happening, is what he was doing there.
All right. Someone pick a letter and number. Matt, you get to choose the entire thing. How about that?
Whoa.
Give me Z1.
Z1. Oh shit. Okay, but you guys got to guess one word.
Well, how many Z are
Zombieland?
there?
Is that one word?
So would it actually be in alphabetical order, as in ZA would
No,
be?
no. It's just
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Zoolander.
Yeah, ding 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 ding.
Um,
Zoolander, man. Is it Ben Stiller's best?
Ooh.
Good question.
Oh, that's possible for sure.
You got Little Fockers and
Oh, I meant his movies, like the movies he made.
did he direct Zoolander? I
Yes.
didn't know that. Okay.
That and Tropic Thunder. Fucking that's
And he did Cable Guy
awesome.
back in the day. What else has he done? What else has
Really?
he directed?
I did not know that one.
Still have not seen Cable Guy. I've seen pieces.
Well, if I had a list, I could tell you which one I like the best, but I like Zoolander. I think it was one of those I've seen probably 2 times. I really didn't care for it the first time. I saw it. I forget when it came out. Was it 2000 or so? Something like that. I think I didn't see it in theaters, but I saw it when it came out on DVD or something and didn't really care for it, but it kind of developed this cult following. And I saw it a second time and liked it more. I mean, there's classic stuff in there. I mean, Will Ferrell being the side character. I love Will Ferrell. There's so much Will Ferrell hate out there. And I don't understand it. He's just so effortlessly dumb and lovable and funny. But yeah, I mean, classic stuff like the gasoline water fight and
and there's like stuff my wife and I will just quote on a regular basis, just be like, merman.
Yeah, sure.
I would do the ape thing when I can't get something to work with technology. I'd be like, oh. Yeah.
And what is this, library for ants or whatever it was? I don't remember if it was a library or not, but
yeah, there's a subreddit called Things for Ants, and it's just like tiny versions of like normal stuff.
And Blue Steel, the Blue Steel reference, like I've brought that out, and you bring out the Blue Steel, and
why not the Magnum? Is it not ready?
And
that's so hot right now.
There's a lot of really good side characters in that, I want to say. Actually, did anybody see Zoolander 2?
No.
I might have seen it once, but I literally don't remember anything from it if I did.
Okay. That movie got a lot of hate, and I'm going to say it wasn't as bad as everybody made it out to be. I kind of enjoyed it. It was okay. I understand where the hate came from, but
it's just hard to like, especially when you wait a long time to like do a sequel. Because like, if you do it like the next year or 2 after, then I think it gets more, people cut it more slack. But like when the original has just been like cemented into like, oh, this is the perfect movie, then it's really hard to follow it up.
And of course, Owen Wilson with what is bark made out of and stuff. So good.
I remember Jerry Stiller being in that. He was good. I remember liking him.
Oh my god, I love Jerry Stiller. That's a love.
Jerry Stiller.
That's a love. I don't know what that means. Like, context of this podcast. But...
Yeah, right.
Oh.
What are we doing here?
What do you mean? Well, okay. Well, yeah. Chocolate. That's a love. You wouldn't be like, what do you mean? What are you doing? What
does that mean?
So is Zoolander on anybody's like short list of all-time favorite comedies? Like just straight up kind of turn your brain off comedies? I would say it's up there.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. I mean, it wouldn't take me long to get to it probably if I'm thinking of comedies.
Same here.
Well, good.
Moving on. So is the beauty. Okay, now John, you pick everything.
I pick everything. All right.
Oh
Let's do A7.
Two-word title.
Go
Almost
on.
Famous.
Nope. River.
River. River Phoenix. What was he in?
Dustin Hopper.
Dustin Hopper? Is that what you said?
Is that his name?
Dustin Hoffman or Dennis Hopper? Which one?
Oh, Dennis.
Their love child.
Dennis Hopper, yes.
Dennis Hopper. Oh. No. Oh, no. Hmm. Directed by. Give me a director or something.
That's too easy. Francis Ford Coppola.
Oh, Apocalypse Now. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
very good.
Dennis Hopper, barely in that, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. Well, because I wasn't trying to give it away too soon. And
I
stuff.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I've only seen this movie once. I know that the making of it is more of a legend, almost as much as the movie itself. I remember thinking there's some cool shots. I think I've already knew Coppola by that time because of The Godfather, but I don't know. It was kind of hard for me to get into. Yeah, I know there were some good parts, but yeah, that's all I remember.
Well, this is one I probably want to say for the podcast because I love Apocalypse Now. I would say it's for the podcast that shall not be named.
I don't know what anyone's
yeah, this is very possibly my favorite movie of all time. I've seen it. I have not seen the newest. It's been a number of years since I've seen it, so I haven't seen the newest director's cut or whatever it's called. But
Right.
I've seen the theatrical version. I've seen Redux. I think I prefer the theatrical version. There's just something about it. It's got so many magical elements going on. The cinematography, the acting, the floating down the river, the stumbling upon this and stumbling upon that, the whole carnival music freak out where everybody's on drugs and shooting each other and it's just chaos and nobody knows what's happening. And then they just kind of lucked into figuring out the whole Marlon Brando third act where Marlon Brando shows up on set. He's overweight. They don't know what they're going to do. And they just kind of figure it out and they work through it. Supposedly they didn't even have an ending at that point, but I think the ending works. There's a certain poetry to it. There's unknowable qualities to it and it's a big mystery. It's open to interpretation. I love it.
John?
I saw it like once, probably when I was in high school, and I don't remember much from it. I definitely remember like vaguely like the floating down the river, kind of like not knowing what's going to be around each bend kind of thing. And aren't they like surfing?
There's a whole surfing thing. Yep.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. Smell of napalm in the morning. Is that from that?
Yes,
Duvall.
sure is.
Duvall, man.
Yeah.
It's cool as shit in that one.
Flight of the Valkyrie. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, yeah.
dun, 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 dun. Never get off the goddamn boat. That's one I quote every so often. They get off. They're looking for some fruit or something, and they go off into the jungle and they get attacked by a tiger, and they jump back onto the boat. Never get off the goddamn boat. Never get off the goddamn boat. That's a classic.
So, like, just like John, I watched it rather young. I want to say I was probably 20 or 19 when I did watch Apocalypse Now. That was when I was like really into movies and stuff. But I also was kind of snobbish So I remember I'm like, "Well, the best Vietnam movie is Platoon, man. Like you can't touch this." So I might have went in there with a little bias just because they were just like, it's the best Vietnam movie of all time or something like that. I don't know.
Mhm.
I've since gotten over that. That's a very stupid way to live your life. That's a hate. It's a hate.
Oh, save it for the pod that shall not be named. I also love Platoon. So you actually saw Platoon first, and so then you came in shortly after and was watching Apocalypse Now and judging everything based on Platoon. Like you actually have recollection of doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I grew up with Platoon. Like that came out in like 83 and I was born in 84. So every day. No, I was kidding.
Hell yeah. My parents sat me down in front of Platoon. Charlie Sheen, drugged out, blasting at Vietnamese people. Loved it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm seeing Charlie everywhere. The enemy? Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen everywhere. All right, next. Someone, Matt, you pick a letter and John, you pick a number.
Do we want to go to any of John's?
Oh, right. Yeah, let's do that.
We're already at 4, so maybe John sneaks one in here.
Yes.
All right, I'm just gonna like use my app here and just kind of pick one.
You're tickling the sky.
Right. Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Ooh, Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, guess that.
I saw that in theaters. I think a lot of us did, right?
If not that one, I definitely saw one of them or one or two of them in theaters. I think I saw that one in theaters. Yeah. My sister like has a soundtrack to it that she listens to. At least sometimes. I don't know how often, but that I know. I remember like thinking, I definitely liked it and probably would like it if I watched it again. I remember at the time thinking, oh, Johnny Depp's doing the Fear and Loathing thing, but he's a pirate.
That's awesome. Oh my God. I was saying that then and no one knew, what Fear and Loathing was. So I'm like, oh, well, never mind then. Yeah.
I remember seeing I was in a movie theater seeing something and I saw a trailer for it and I ended up kind of rolling my eyes. Oh, Johnny Depp's selling out, going over to Disney. And who the hell makes a movie based on our Disney World ride? I mean, is that going to become a thing now? And I don't know. Has it become a thing? I guess you got that Dwayne Johnson movie that came out last year. Jungle Cruise. But yeah, this was kind of the Johnny Depp sellout movie to me, which is fine. I liked it. It's a good movie, and it's one that I want to revisit. It's PG-13. I think. I mean, my kids are big into Disney, so I think we're gonna eventually. I'll watch that. I'll watch the whole series with my kids.
Speaking of the Johnny Depp selling out thing, I kind of remember at the time thinking, and maybe you can verify if it's true or not, but I was like, I don't think he's ever done something where there's a sequel before. Like I thought it was
probably true.
Yeah, like not into any franchises or anything. It was just old one and done Depp, they called him.
So did you guys? So you guys all felt like this was him? I was proud of him. I was like, yeah, man, because he was so weird. I didn't feel like he was selling out. He was just able to somehow squeeze his oddness into this gigantic Disney epic. So I really didn't consider him selling out at all. Although this was the second era of Johnny Depp, the rich millionaire alcoholic.
Yeah, all the Pirates movies kind of blend together, I think is my thing. I haven't seen all of them. I probably saw 3 of them, but they really blend together. So I don't really recall a whole lot. I remember Orlando. I just don't like Orlando Bloom. I don't think anybody really likes Orlando Bloom, but so that's one of those strange things. Somehow Orlando Bloom ended up in Pirates and Lord of the Rings, and I don't know if anybody can really explain it. But
he wasn't. I think he was okay in Lord of the Rings. I think he served that purpose fine. Although I didn't know anything about the books or anything like that.
Yeah, I agree. Like he's a good like physical presence for what the movie required. He did bow stuff. Like that was cool.
I guess.
And when he walked on the snow didn't collapse under
Yeah.
What else though? What else? Keira Knightley. Talk about some buffoonery or some. I feel like I was hoodwinked. She's
How
not
so?
that curvaceous, guys.
Oh. She's a very, very pretty woman.
Yes, but have you seen Domino?
I have seen Domino. What's your point? Oh, because there's boob in there. There's boob in Domino.
And I'm like,
she doesn't have much of it.
What happened? And I understand that happens. Like, you know, if a girl gets in serious fucking shape, they will disappear. So maybe maybe that's what happened. But I do feel kind of gross talking about this now.
Yeah, what are you doing, Vince?
All right, is that the end? Is that the end of Pirates?
Yep.
Jeffrey Rush, you guys aren't going to reference him. He was good.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
he was classic. Classic.
Was he in all of those or like two of those movies? Like
most
again,
of them.
Okay, because that all kind of blends together. I didn't remember he was in the first one, to be honest. I'm gonna have to watch it again.
All right, and I believe that was my movie recollection. Like, subscribe, comment. And this was Vincent Cloud.
Matt Hagen.
And John Nemitz.